And then, once we have an advanced automation process, maybe we no longer have just 2 or 3 processes automated, but we're already handling 10, 20, 30, even 50 automated processes. It becomes much harder for us to manage the robots. To be able, essentially, to have control over them, to monitor their work, keep track of errors, and so on. And that's why it's really important for companies to also think about the fact that, in the future, they'll need to create a center of excellence. So, what does a center of excellence mean, or what is it? It's really important to understand that RPA, as I always say, isn't just about automating a process, it has to be a strategic decision. And that's why it's important to make it official and send a message, both internally and externally, about what we want to achieve. The center of excellence, besides being a symbol of commitment, also helps us ensure structured governance of the robots. The Center of Excellence will also be the one to establish methodologies and training plans. It will allow us to identify best practices and the most effective tools. It will also allow us to design, for example, a decision-making committee, manage business cases, create functional teams, identify who the technology evangelists are within the company, create an automation area, look at the core team or the one that will. The area in charge of infrastructure, address necessary security and audit issues, manage machine capacity, best practices and templates, training, and enabling control centers. For example, also measure the return on investment for each of these projects. So, the Center of Excellence is the one that will be in charge, essentially, of all of this. And within Centers of Excellence, we can have 3 types of Centers of Excellence. We can have a centralized Center of Excellence, which means that the entire team is in the same unit. We can have centers of excellence that are semi-distributed, which basically means they have central management, but the business analysts who are automating are located in relevant business areas like finance, human resources, customer service, and so on. Or it can also be a distributed center of excellence. What does a distributed center of excellence mean? It means that there is central management, but the business analysts, the automation specialists, the developers, and so on, are placed in different business units where automation is being implemented.